Good morning and welcome back to science class. So we're looking at genetics. Some students have been struggling with this NOVA lab evolution. It can be pretty difficult, so we're going to try it out by going into the second mission and looking at the third part of it, which is the evolution of whales. Did you know that a whale and a hippo are like cousins? So let's get into how that is. Like, how is it that scientists even know that? So, first off, just a quick statement on evolution. So this is based on fossil records. As we dig down into the ground, the deeper we dig, the older the fossils are. So some of these fossils may be older than others. Alright, so this is where things get tough in this Nova Lab game. We've got 6 different things down here. We've got 6 different things right here. They even let you know right here that, heads up, some of this stuff may not be needed. Great, they're trying to trick us. So, I'm going to help you out with this. I think we can get it done. So, here's my first tip. Just take these things and drag them and drop them side by side, the same way that they come down below. So, we'll get them into our workspace here. Now, this is not correct, I'm going to guess. So we got to start reading through these things to figure out what's going on. So we've got a hippo, that's familiar. We've got a killer whale, I love those things. Blue whale, the biggest creature to ever live. And then a bunch of these weird prehistoric type things. So we click on one and we go to the magnifying glass to read a little bit about it. This thing nursed underwater, so it has its babies under the water, okay? It was carnivorous, eats meat. Check out those chompers, of course it eats meat. And it lives in the ocean, it lives in the seawater, alright? So we go through and we read on these things. This thing also nurses underwater, it lives in the seawater, it's got other stuff on it. And what you're going to notice is that some of these things have more traits than others. The hippopotamus, the only thing here says nurses underwater. And if you go to it, you'll notice that it only has 1 dot. So the hippo is going to be off to the side here. It's got less traits than the rest of this. It is a simpler version of these other things and branched off long ago. So you might think, oh, a hippo is a modern creature, but according to all of these things, it's actually more ancient. So we need to branch off long ago from the rest of these creatures. Now, just looking at the picture, this one seems to be walking, this one seems to be walking, so they're going to be fairly closely related. So I need this one less related to all of them and a little closer down the branch to the hippo. Alright, so now I got kind of a general idea. Let's start reading on these guys. So, I'm guessing that everything here probably has its babies under the water. So a hippo does. Let's see, this Pachycetus does as well. Makes me think of a pachyderm, or pachyderm, which I believe is an elephant. I wonder if an elephant's related to a hippo, related to a killer whale. Nurses underwater. Hippo nurses underwater. Everything seems to be nursing underwater. Even this thing with its feet, walking around on land, apparently nursed underwater. How the heck would they even know that? This 4-footed animal did not live in water all the time. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Walking whales. Alright, so we go out of this stuff. Everybody here seems like they like to have their babies under the water. So these little blue dots are going to go out until everybody gets a little blue dot. Okay, so now I'm going to start pointing out some shortcuts here. Notice that this thing only has 3 dots, this thing only has 2 dots. We're basically going to put these in a number order. So this one's going to be closer related to this than it is to the rest of them. This one has 4 dots, so it's probably going to be closer related over here. I got to get it switched around there. So these branches might not be in the right spot. We can fix those in a minute. Alright, let's see what makes this creature different from a hippo. So the main difference is that it's carnivorous. If you've never been to a zoo, hippos tend to eat like carrots and watermelons and lettuce and stuff like that. So vegetarian, whereas this one is carnivorous. So the carnivorous diet is something that all of these things are going to share. So regardless of where paths should be, we know that there's a split from the hippo and the rest of them because all of these are meat eaters. Now, things split off even further from there. So this thing lives in seawater. Well, that's funny because the blue whale lives in seawater. This weird thing also lives in seawater, and a killer whale definitely lives in seawater. So now I need to break this off from this branch and try and get it to join all of these guys. These four are going to have the seawater stuff, whereas this guy doesn't get the seawater dot. Poor girl. Alright, so we now have this dot's looking good, these dots are good, these dots are good, but now we gotta fix these. So this character is going to have one of these, and then let's just see how they're related. So go to the magnifying glass. This thing's got a tail fluke. What the crap is a tail fluke? So if I look at this guy, he just seems to have a regular tail, whereas I'm guessing this is maybe the fluke. I don't know, I can't hardly see back there, but it says that it's got a tail fluke, so I'm guessing all three of these things here have a tail fluke. So if I put a dot here, all three of them will inherit this gene of having tail flukes. This guy didn't get that gene. He didn't get a tail fluke. Neither did them. Alright, and we're not done yet. So these guys have one of these dots. Just go ahead and take a guess which one you think it is. You think it's gills? Of course killer whales have gills. They're fish. No, wrong. All of these are mammals. Mammals do not have gills. They are not fish. That's why a lot of people make a big deal that a dolphin's not a fish. Alright, so it must be that they have lost their hind legs. So, where does it go? Does it go here? Clearly not, because this thing's already got all of its dots. So watch, this red one's going to kick out. We screwed up. But if I put the red dot over here, then only the blue whale gets the dot, and I'm still not done. The killer whale needs to come over here. They are closer related than the rest of these guys. Oh, and I gotta fix my red dot. It's gotta move back here so that everybody gets a red dot. Or these two get a red dot. At this point, I think I have it all done. Yay! So which of the following species does not have tail flukes? A hippo doesn't, but that's not on my list. A Pachycetus doesn't have a tail fluke. Oh, and that is on the list. Boom, there we go. Wonderful. So, anyway, that's kind of a little how to play this game when it gets a little more difficult. I think I'm going to make a video soon about this one. This one looks awesome. For those of you who can't see it says, "The dawn of a modern pandemic." What? HIV is a virus that emerged between apes and monkeys and such, and then jumped to humans. Hey, kind of reminds me of a bat and its viruses jumping to humans. So, I'm not going to get into it, but this one looks at DNA. So you start looking at the DNA of gorillas and chimps. And I believe these are humans, and that shows you like how we can watch how HIV and different viruses. There's SIV. If you read on these things, it'll tell you about SIV and what it is, and so you can learn about how these different viruses spread around. So now this is, historic, so we can look back and see how these things are. HIV was discovered in the 1980s, 40 years ago. So don't expect this to happen with coronavirus anytime soon. All right, thanks for watching.